Hey guys, what's going on? It's Aaron, and today we're going to look at a game called Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. Now, from the little bit of research I've done, I found that this is actually based upon a board game IP published by a company called Awaken Realms, and the developer of the video game version is a small independent studio based in Poland called Questline. According to Steam, this game is reviewed very positively, and I can go into the store page here. I will switch over and show you. Give me a moment. Here we go. Switch over here to Steam. All right, so on Steam, this has been reviewed in the last 30 days, 1,100 very positive reviews, and overall English language reviews, 88% of approximately 16,000 are very positive. So this is also a relatively new game. It was released just in May of last year. Here you can see the Awaken Realms store page on Steam. Again, a board game company, from what I was able to find, that licenses their IP or contracts small studios to develop their IP into video games, of which it appears that only a couple, this Tainted Grail series, as well as a series I think called Nemesis, have been adapted. So going back to the website, here we are. Let's just take a look at what this is all about. Step into a dark reimagination of Arthurian legends in first-person open-world RPG. Explore a world stuck in everlasting autumn, witness falling legends, and make meaningful choices woven into a complex, branching storyline. They have some quotes from various people on YouTube, including Fextra Life, Co-Carnage, the usual suspects. Explore a dark world with full freedom. You can explore everything you see in whatever order you want. Create your own play style. Play the game how you like. Tanky soldier, agile hunter, powerful mage, many more. Stats, perks, and tons of EQ. I don't know what EQ stands for. EverQuesting? I really don't know what EQ is. Exciting first-person combat. Build your combo and execute it against deadly enemies. Use all advantages, potions, daggers, relics, and more. Steal, fish, craft, brew, cook, and do more activities to immerse yourself. All right, so that's the open world part of things. Delve deep into dark storyline, full of twists and old Arthurian legends, fully voiced over quests. Okay, that's good, because I have come to really appreciate fully voiced over quest lines. In the modern times, I feel like it's kind of a necessity to have fully voiced quests, especially because so many people now are putting their gameplay online. I think it just really adds to the immersion. However, the quality of the voice acting can vary wildly, especially in some of these independent studio productions, so we'll see how that goes. It says also multiple choices and endings. We like that. Learn Avalon's secrets, follow the footsteps of King Arthur, and discover the mysteries of the Age of Conquest and the death of a once and future king. So I don't know much about Arthurian legend or literature. I know about King Arthur. I know about Excalibur, the Sword and the Stone. I know the names Lancelot and Guinevere, and I know the Knights of the Round Table, and the Green Knight and Merlin. But that is the extent of my knowledge of those legends. I really have never delved too deep into any of that literature, so this would be interesting to me just to see a sort of dark, twisted take on those. But probably would be more interesting if I actually knew about them in the first place. Still, you know, it's always good to find something that gets you interested in a new subject, whatever that may be. Survive the weirdness. Weirdness, I assume that's how it's pronounced. Weirdness, a chaotic force that was present on Avalon before, is coming back. Use your resources strategically to survive. Okay, so here is the trailer.
Countless deaths. Yes, it's time to wake.
All right, I had to turn that down because it was really loud. I hope it is a little better for you now.
Me? Of course I'm human.
I'm sorry, but I don't take fashion advice from people wearing rags.
So it is giving me the vibe of it looks the up close cutscenes and the way that the characters are rendered is giving me very honestly like early 2000s era vibes. The environments look pretty good from what I can tell, but those people speaking, yeah, they look quite, those models look quite dated. It could be that this is older footage. I did hear that the game was recently updated. That's what actually prompted me to come here and check it out.
Avalon will not save itself. The king will return.
Okay, so looks like we go straight from cinematic gameplay into, okay, then it just restarts. All right. What else do we have here? So there's a deluxe edition, collector's edition, etc., etc. We have screenshots. This looks to be like the skill trees. Again, pretty standard stuff. Looks like a mix of, reminds me of a mix of Dragon Age 2's skill trees as well as Skyrim. Typical brown. I don't know what it is about these games. They always have to be so brown. I mean, I get that it's like grimdark, but my goodness. Yeah, see, this to me, I mean, just it looks very, I mean, we're talking like this is what I would have seen about 20 years ago in a video game. It reminds me a little bit of Lord of the Rings Online. Slightly more detailed, but this looks like you can cook, rest, level up. That's kind of cool. So you have a little campsite. Typical first person combat. It looks like very much like a Skyrim UI. Right down to the bar at the top and the health and all that down below. And even the bow and arrow marker. Skyrim is not my favorite. Bethesda's design 15 years ago was perfectly fine, but I think it's very, very dated in 2026. So not my favorite design, but it does the job and it keeps things simple, which is probably more important. Again, this reminds me a lot of like an Assassin's Creed type of UI, just very streamlined, a little bit basic. I can't put my finger on exactly what it is that I dislike about these sorts of UIs. I think it's that I play with mouse and keyboard, and these are obviously made for controller friendliness, which is fine. But I just find the overall design to be strange on a PC. That's pretty. I mean, the artwork looks good. The environmental work looks good for the most part. It is a bit gray and brown and dark, but I guess that's the vibe they're going for. We have a big sword here. Is that the sword in the stone? Is that the Excalibur? Certainly looks like it. The Claymore. The Kinos Claymore. Interesting take on the sword in the stone. Of course, anybody looking at this now is probably going to think, oh my god, it's Anduin Wryn's sword. It's stuck and still at this. Yeah, okay. You know who you are. Again, more brown. See, this is immediate. This is an immediate turnoff for me. The brown, I can't with the brown. This reminds me of Dragon Age Origins right here. Brown, 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 brown. Everything is brown. I'm not a fan of the brown. Maybe it looks more beautiful in game, but the brown is not the best look. So design for Windows 10 minimum, but let's look at recommended. So actually fairly heavy requirements. It requires at least a 13th gen i7. All right, but in terms of everything out now 16 gigabyte, 2070. Yeah, this is a DirectX 30 gigabyte. Okay, so this is just for the demo. It's available in voices and subtitles are in English, of course, but interface is English, Czech, Italian, so on and so forth. Okay. Community. Interestingly here, everything refers to Awaken Realms. Nothing that I see refers to the actual studio. Content creators. Are you a YouTube, Twitch streamer, or other creator looking to feature our game? Ha! Maybe I should fill that out. Hey guys, I have 0 followers. My channel is brand new, or well, it's not brand new, but I only recently sort of came back to it after about 20 years of neglect, and YouTube has changed tremendously since 2007. All right, press and media. So okay, all right. So that is the game. I'm going to go ahead and install it. I'm going to pause this while I do that, and then we'll get into the game and start going. I will put chapter markers here so you'll be able to skip the intro. I should have mentioned that at the beginning. Oh well. Okay, here we are in the game. Am I recording? Yes. Okay, I was a little confused there. I think I paused recording. Maybe I didn't. Oh well, no big deal. You couldn't see anything anyway. Based on your hardware information, graphics preset was changed to Ultra. Yes, I would hope so. All right, here we go. New game. I'm just going to quickly take a look at the options here. This is a demo, so bear that in mind. Tutorials on, autosave frequency every 3 minutes. What? That seems very frequent. Let's do every 10 minutes. 3 minutes. That's craziness. Perspective, first person. Oh, all right. Well, that changes things significantly. I'm going to try third person. We'll leave the default distance for now at 1.5. You know, I'm going to leave camera sensitivity where it's at for now. I don't like spinning really fast, so if it seems too fast, I can come in and cut it in half. Camera invert, don't know what that means. I assume it means that moving the camera up moves it down or something like that. I'll just leave it off for now. Kill effect on, stealth on, critical on, weak spot on. Was there okay, turns on, slow motion on or off when enemies die from special attacks. Okay, so from stealth, critical, or weak spot. Show HUD. Shows or hides all interface elements like health bars and the compass. Yeah, we'll leave these on for now because it's the demo and I'm going to be playing the game for the first time. Inverse hands for magic. Enables controlling left hand with left mouse button and right hand with right mouse button when casting spells. Wait. Left hand with left. Well, wouldn't I want that on? I mean, that's very confusing. So wait, when I cast a spell with my left hand, I actually would click the right mouse button by default? Controlling left hand with left mouse button and right hand with right mouse button when casting spells. Okay, fine, we'll just leave that off. I'm curious, how does that work when you're playing in third person though? Maybe I should play it in first person just to see. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna go into first person. I do prefer third person, but I feel like this is because of this option right here. I feel like the game is trying to encourage me to be in first person by default. All right. Allow tool use without prompt. Don't know what that means. Mining, woodcutting, digging, fishing. Okay. Show quick use wheel. Don't show helmet on hero. Don't show helmet. Oh, that's in case you just want to see what you look like. No, we'll leave that off. CPU affinity, advanced options. That's how much of your processor the game uses. Using less can slow the game down, but might make it more stable. I think 32 cores should be plenty, yeah? We've got music volume. Which, by the way, I just realized I have this turned down quite a bit. Let's put it back up to default. If it's too loud, we'll... Okay, so that should help with that. I have ducking on, so hopefully that helps enough. But now you guys can hear the music a little better. I realized I turned it way down when we were watching the trailer on the web. Okay, so SFX, music. We'll just leave these at defaults for now. Disable copyrighted music. Yeah, I guess I should. Well, I don't want to disable. I want to hear the music, but if it's copyrighted, darn it. Hopefully YouTube just marks it as copyrighted, but not, you know, not not a knock against the channel. It doesn't matter anyway. I'm not monetized yet because I'm not popular enough. Disable audio when the game is running in the background. Off. So when I switch between windows, you guys can still hear the game. Alright, display, full screen borderless, 4K, 60 FPS, VSync. We'll leave that off for now. Actually, no, why would I want it off? Let's turn it on. What's the other option? No, just off or on. Display number, yeah, that's my primary display. Field of view, 100. I wonder if I reduce it or increase it. We'll see how it looks. Motion blur, that's fine. It is nice that they give you an option to increase field of view and also change the intensity of motion blur. I know that's a very controversial feature in games that a lot of people don't like. Okay, video settings, graphics preset ultra, dynamic resolution DLSS. Yeah, that's because I'm using a 4090. I'm not a fan of the DLSS though, to be quite honest. I wonder why it's enabled by default. I'm gonna try, what's STP? Yeah, I don't want any dynamic resolution, and TAA is fine. Everything else can be at high, that's fine. View distance, texture quality, map bias, I have no idea what that is. Vegetation, FX quality, fog, SSAO, that's screen space, ambient occlusion, that's a shadow setting. We'll leave that on. Chromatic aberration. I'm not a fan of chromatic aberration, but because this is a demo and we're trying to go for that vanilla experience, I will leave it on. Shadows, yes, of course we want shadows, contact shadows. Subsurface, we'll leave that on. A lot of people don't like subsurface scattering. It's that kind of gauzy effect that happens around light, but I enjoy it, so we'll leave that on. Accessibility. Okay, interesting that when you click on this, it doesn't scroll to the top, so that's probably something they can fix. Head bobbing turns on or off the camera sway that happens. Oh no, I'll leave that on for now, but I'm pretty sure that I'm almost immediately going to turn it off because it tends to give me a headache. Camera angle changes slightly when you move. Okay. Field of view modifier strength. We'll just leave all of this at default. Generally speaking, my way of UI is like, unless there's something I find that's annoying me while I'm playing, I just leave things at default. Okay, this music is a little distracting for me personally, so I'm gonna just turn my internal volume off while I go through these options, because it's a little, the guy singing while I'm talking is bothersome to me. All right, compass scale 100. All right, I do like to look through these options though, so at least I'm aware of what can be changed. HUD background. I do wish that they had tooltips for all of this. It could be that the demo is not updated to the latest version of the game the same way that the game is updated. That's possible, although it would be a little strange. Large UI mode. No, everything looks fine. Font medium, subtitles on. You can change the color. Okay, so that's good that you can change all of this if you want. Okay, dialogue auto advance. All right, that's fine. Controls, forward, backward, right, left, jump. Okay, walk. To walk, you want to hold caps lock, hold shift to sprint, hold toggle control to crouch. I'm not a fan. For me personally, my hand has a hard time with the control key. So it's good that it's a toggle, not a hold. I mean, obviously I can change that. Dash is alt. Dashing is alt. That's weird. I mean, I guess the expectation is that you use your thumb. Move your thumb from the spacebar to the alt button, but I wonder, is that a toggle or is that a hold? All right, loadouts, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so loadouts are going to actually be your number keys. Interact is E, accept is E, take all items F. Okay, that's pretty standard. Filter items R, drop item R, read is N. Okay, character sheet is tab. Okay, equipment I, inventory, yeah, skill tree P, person, yeah, quest log T. That's interesting. So the quest log and the journal are not the same thing. Interesting. So we'll think of quest log T for tracking, journal is J, obviously, map is M. So the quest log, the quest tracker, and the journal are all different things. That's interesting. Quest tracker is V. We can think of that like view your quest tracker. Quick use Q. Use quick slot X. Okay. Next is C. All right. Toggle weapon is R. I'm assuming there will be tutorials to reinforce all of this, but I do like going through and seeing what is what. King power, middle mouse button, and change perspective. Okay, so I can probably switch between first and third person. I'm assuming that's what that means with Z. Unless it means that I just zoom out a little more. Either one would be cool. Collect data. No. I mean, I don't care. If I were actually playing this game, the full game, I would turn it on because I really don't mind. Because it does help perhaps with patching. But for the demo, it's off. Bug reporting, that's good that's interesting that they have that, but it's good. And credits. Okay. Okay. E. Apply changes. Let's definitely do that. I hope it actually did that. I don't know if I actually changed anything, but I hit E all the same. Okay, turn the audio back on now for myself. All right, let's go new game. Oh, I thought that was actually like going to read that, but that's just a tip.
The all-consuming Red Death. 600 years ago, King Arthur led the Great Escape from the homelands, where our kingdoms were ravaged by the plague. Leading people to Avalon, he started the Age of Conquest and took the island from the Four Dwellers. Using the mysterious powers of Menhirs, together with Merlin, they cleansed the land of the weirdness, a primordial force of chaos and possibility. But now, long after the death of the king, Camelot is in shambles as Avalon fractures into chaos. Old legends are gone, and the weirdness is creeping back into our lands. The bleeding heart of the plague has started beating once more, and the Red Death has returned. Rulers of the island asylum, an order of the Red Priests, are desperate to stop it by any means necessary. Rotting in one of their cells is a stranger who might bring a spark of change to this cursed island stuck in everlasting autumn.
Oh, cool. I have a minute to chat. So really liked the sort of artwork, the hand-drawn or hand-painted artwork with the animations. Very cool. Very well done. Very pretty. Very stylish. Voiceover, perfectly fine. Nice voiceover. Glad that they gave a little introduction. Love that it's like stereotypical, like, here I awake in a cell. You know, I mean, how many times has that happened? I think it happened in Morrowind. I think it happened in Skyrim. Yeah, you awaken in a cell. Such a good stereotype trope in the fantasy genre. I mean, that's not a negative. It's just, it is what it is. I kind of love it. You awaken in a cell. Subtitles, so they do give you some of the options that we looked at here, and they give you some information. Dialogues, enable subtitles for in-game dialogue. Dialogues and environment also includes ambient speech, NPC chatter, and enemy barks. I think I'll just do it for just dialogue by itself, not ambient. Ambient, that would probably overwhelm me. I'm very easily distracted when there's too much going on the screen. Medium font, if this is the font size, it works fine for me. I don't have a problem with that. Dialogue auto advance. When enabled, dialogue automatically advances. Disabled, each line of dialogue requires a button press. Auto advance is fine. I hate having to press buttons every single time. Unless it's really slow, and then I might get impatient. First person. Okay, we've unlocked a third-person camera feature as an accessibility option for players who experience discomfort with first-person view. Guys, good, because I am one of those people that sometimes first-person will make me physically ill after about an hour. And I like the perspective and stability of third person, so thank you. While available, it is not officially recommended as it may affect gameplay, and that's what I was saying at the beginning. When I was looking at the options, it did seem like the game was really trying to sort of, not force, but basically you are intended to play this in first person. But I am glad that they offer a third person option, and you can toggle between it pressing Z. It may, however, cause visual glitches and is not optimized for all mechanics. Use the default first-person view for the intended experience. This is exactly what I had assumed when I was looking at the options, so we're going to stick with first-person. I sometimes am okay with first-person and other times not, but at 60 FPS I should be okay. I do okay with Cyberpunk at that same frame rate. I tend to get ill when things go too fast and the camera is really jerking around quickly. So screen shake, that's fine. Proactive applies to player actions, while reactive includes effects like taking damage. Okay, large UI mode. Engage enlarges interface elements and text, and when playing at a distance, that would be good for if you're playing on a TV. I'm playing on a 4K monitor that's about 2.5 feet from my face, or 2 feet, so I'm okay. All right, confirm. Accept. Oh, well, hello. Goodness. Alrighty then, you are just in a little loincloth in your cell. You have awakened in a cell. You have nothing except a little scrap of cloth covering your ass and your crack. And your front. Alright. Male or female? Got it. I'll be a male. Can I change my body type? I look a little flabby here. I don't look very heroic. What? I've even got like fat on my back here. What's going on? What's going on? Am I like just some horrible prisoner? Body condition. Muscular. Okay, I can be muscular. Can I be like super muscular though? I still feel a little scrawny. Sorry, I'm one of those people that loves my heroes to be like stupidly muscular, like comic book muscular, but they're clearly going for a more realistic look here. Naturally muscled. Fit. Not large. He has that little piece going over his butt. All right. You know, it's the first thing you got to do is look at that. Skin color. All right. I can be extremely pale. That's about how I look in real life. Extremely pale. All right, I'm going to go for this second option. I think that most closely resembles my skin color, I would say. Not that this guy's looking like me at all. All right, so that was body. Now we have head. He definitely needs a little... His face looks very sickly here. He's got some major... He needs some moisturizer on those cheeks. All right. Apparently that's just how I'm gonna look no matter what. Okay, it is grimdark, so I get it. We're not here to be pretty. That's a possibility. Oh goodness. Okay. Oh wow. All right. You know, they are going for that sort of, they are going for realism. At least some version of realism. All right, I kind of like that. I'm gonna be as oafy as I can be. Eye color. Let's just do green. But you can have red eyes. That's cool. No, we'll do, or hazel. Oh no, we'll stick with green. My eyes are sort of blue green, but they're kind of blue, green, and brown, which is called technically hazel, but they don't really look the same in any kind of light. Some light they look blue, and sometimes they look green, and sometimes they look orange. We'll go with green. Eyebrows. I didn't see any difference. Okay, there we go. Didn't look like those changed. I can't. Okay, so I can't like change the angle of his face. He's just gonna kind of look forward like this, creepily staring at me. Very Slavic, very Eastern European gaze. All right. Face details. I thought maybe this is where I could smooth out some of that rough skin, but I guess not. We can give him freckles. What's that? Okay, freckles, wrinkles, scars, more scars. So lots of different kinds of scars. My goodness. I mean, this guy looks beat up. Oh, what's this? What happened here? He's just kind of... What did that do? Is that the smooth look I was looking for? Fresh-faced? He's fresh-faced. Is he wearing makeup? Is that what that did? Oh. Kind of feel like, I mean, he's so rough looking already. Maybe he should just be totally scarred. like really terribly scarred. There we go. Just dude, you're already halfway there, so let's just go all the way. All right. Oh, I like the bald look. I'm not gonna lie, I do like the bald look. Okay, they have, wow. Okay, they have a few hairstyles. Good. The hair doesn't look terrible. I mean, it's a little Dragon Age Inquisition, but at least it has some movement to it. Oh, okay. Well, he looks a little better with his different hairstyle. I will say. Okay, yeah, barbarian. Buzzed, sort of like buzzed. Jar. This would be like a jarhead. Kind of wavy. I think my favorite one is this one. I tend to go for just very classical looking, archetypical knight in shining armor type of characters, at least the first time I create a character. I've never been the person who makes like these crazy blue-haired, red-skinned, crazy people. All right. Those are cool. That's good. I like that. Oh. Why? Okay, you look like a girl I ran track with when I was 16. Cool. All right, that's all right. Wait, what's the difference here? Oh, okay, so that's just kind of like short hair without the bun. All right, we're gonna go with this one. That's just the one I like the best. Let's see, different. That's a nice shade. Nice shade of brown. Another nice shade of brown. Okay, that's like brown black, blonde. That's like platinum, sandy, sandier, really sandy. Okay, that's copper. More of like a ginger. Auburn. That looks very red. Black. Kind of salt and pepper gray. I tend to like this sort of color. More gray. The gray here is supposed to be old man gray, but it really just kind of looks like dyed white. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, I never go for these kinds of looks. I know there's a lot of people out there who love them, but it just, to me, it doesn't fit with especially the tone of the game they're going for. I mean, so we're in this really dark world, but you can have blue or bright green or pink or purple hair. Okay. All right. I'm just going to go with this sort of black, but slightly dusty look. Or should I go with the auburn? No, I'm gonna stick with what I want. No, you know what? Okay, but now I feel like I got to change his eye color again because now I don't feel like green goes with this. So let's go back to, let's do gray. Gray eyes, dark hair. That works. That works. He's kind of turning into a stud here. I mean, he didn't look so great to start with, but now he looks like Rock Hudson. All right. Mustache. Oh my. Okay. Hey, baby, what you doing? I wish that I think by default the hair color should match the beard. It's one piece of feedback I would have. All right, it's either this. I'm either going for this or this. And let's do... So that beard looks a little dark. I think that looks good enough. You know, what did I go for eyebrows? I don't even remember what I chose for eyebrow. I guess I just went with the last one that I had selected. So it's one of those games where like the further you get in creation, then the more you go back and want to change things. I actually think now that I've made the rest of him, I think I like these actually, not super dark or bushy. But these are okay too. These are just the default first option. I guess I'll go with those. That's fine. Okay, go back. So back to hair. We were on beard. Beard color. I mean, this would technically match his hair, but I feel like the beard should be just a little bit lighter. Maybe we'll just do that. Okay. All right. He's a little bit more mature gentleman. He's like your dad or your uncle. And he's in his loincloth. He's been in a cell for a while, you know. Okay. Face tattoos. I'm usually not a fan of like things that cover my face unless they really seem to fit well. But I generally don't like them. And also it doesn't look like you can change the intensity of them. So sometimes I don't mind tattoos if you can change the intensity. So that would be another piece of feedback I have, is being able to change the intensity of that. All right. Body tattoos. Body tattoos I'm okay with, especially if they match the vibe of the world and the game, which this is a dark take on Arthurian legends. So I think, you know, some of these might be good. They also look pretty cool. Everyone has tattoos nowadays. Except for me. I don't have any. I'm just a pale white boy. That almost looks like a Mayan, like little lizard thing going on, like a Kokopelli. I don't even know Kokopelli's Mayan. I don't know what it is, but you know what I'm talking about. It's like a dragon. Can I zoom in? So I can't zoom in really when it's either face or just full body, and that's okay, but that's kind of cool. It looks evil. All right, so honestly, I think this first one was my favorite tattoo. Kind of wraps around the back of his head too, so I think we'll just go with that. Doesn't have any leg tattoos though. That's interesting. I wonder if in the full game there's like a nudity option, like instead of having this little strip underneath here, if it's just the cloth and you can see like big dangly thing. I mean, every other game seems to have it now. Cyberpunk has it. Baldur's Gate has it. I don't know why this one would be any different. People like to look the dick. All right. Oh, that's the tattoo color. Okay. I'm getting distracted talking about underwear or lack thereof. Okay. I think I like black is standard, right? But I actually like the brown or the red. I feel like brown, I know he has black hair, so I do feel like black is the better of the match, but I feel like I just don't know. We'll stick with theme of dark. Black hair, black beard, gray eyes, black tattoos. Okay. Enter your name. Your name is Aaron. Do I need a last name? I don't think so. Confirm. No. Okay, I have to click outside the box and then I can hit E to confirm. All right, so that is the end of character creation. I will put a marker in for that as well. Are you sure you want to play as this character? You will not be able to change it. Goodness, I just don't know what I would do. Yes, accept. I'm absolutely going on Explorer because I'm just here to figure out the game. I really don't want a huge challenge. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey. I will, for the sake of this video, just read the others. A balanced experience. Combat is fair but requires focus. Mistakes are punished, but recovery is possible. Designed for experienced players. That is not me. Veteran. Enemies hit harder and show less mercy. Every resource counts. For those who seek a serious challenge, we're going to go with Explorer for sure. Additional settings. When story focus is enabled, combat is extremely forgiving, perfect for players who want to explore the world and follow the story with minimal resistance. And yes, that is me. If you don't like it, well, just deal with it. I like my little cozy gameplay, even though this is a grimdark first-person fantasy game. I want it to be as cozy as possible. Are you sure? Well, I'm glad that it makes absolutely certain that I am certain. Yes.
Rise and shine. Rise and shine. Yes, it's me again. And I hope this time you'll cooperate without me needing to repeatedly hit you in the face, eh?
Oh, cool. Okay, is this not exactly like the beginning of like 4 other games that we've all played? I like this waking up in a cell. I feel like Elder Scrolls Online did this when it launched. I feel like Morrowind did this. I mean, in Skyrim, I think you start on a cart. But I feel like so many games are like, here you are in a cell. I mean, like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just kind of funny. All right, so there is a little bit of hitching happening. I mean, it's not terrible. But I'm surprised that it's happening at all because this is, I mean, seems like maybe there's some optimization things happening that shouldn't be. I don't see anything here. Okay, I can take a pail. It is quite dark in my cell. Looks like there's a cot here that I can barely see. All right, let's chat with this guy.
We just have to get this over and done with. Unless you want a visit from someone upstairs. And trust me, you don't. Just like before, no food until we're done here. And the moment you start getting on my nerves, we're going back to my tried and tested fists. So, tell me, what were you doing in the forest when the Red Shields caught you?
So is this a guard? I guess this is a guard, and this is actually going to help us establish our backstory, which again feels very familiar, and that's not a bad thing. It's just a very familiar trope. I feel like this has been happening in the Daggerfall back in the day as well. Nothing wrong with starting a game this way. It's very comfortable. It's very familiar. I was on my way to enlist in the army. Oh, and it tells you what your bonuses are when you select your option. That's kind of cool. So playstyle bonus 1, one-handed +3, increased damage dealt with one-handed weapons. Two-handed +3, slightly increased damage dealt with two-handed weapons. Blocking +3, slightly decrease stamina cost of blocking and extend the parry window. Heavy armor +3, slightly increase the bonuses and lowers penalties for having heavyweight equipment. Athletics increases sprinting and swimming. I typically like to play straightforward warriors. Hunting, this would be probably ranged, yes. Archery, medium armor, evasion, sneak. Avoiding city guards, trying to sell some goods. One-handed, archery, light armor, agility, sneak, that would be a rogue. So we've got fighter, archer, thief. I was seeking an ancient site of worship. One-handed +3, light armor, magic +6. All right, so here it is, the archetypes. Fighter, ranged or archer. So fighter, archer, thief would be melee. So this is ranged, stealth, melee stealth, and wizard. The one thing that I don't see here is like a healing kind of, like a cleric type of build, unless magic and alchemy kind of fill that vibe, or stay silent. I'm curious what stay silent would do, and it has its own. I wonder what does that allow you to kind of create your own build? I'm going to go with soldier. I was on my way to enlist in the army.
Army, huh? If I were in charge, I wouldn't even consider letting you join the ranks. I'd rather feed you to the dogs. Less waste. And you were planning to enlist with...
The voiceover so far is good. I have no issues with the voiceover. All right, so, okay, so you get multiple play styles together, so you can kind of create an interesting hybrid. So I first chose army, so then, of course, infantry would be an additional one-handed bonus +6, blocking +3, and heavy armor +3, so that would be further bonuses to that. Or I could choose archery, one-handed +3, archery +6, medium armor +3, or battle mages, burning ember, magic +6, heavy armor +3, and one-handed. That's interesting. So I could actually still get my one-handed and heavy armor bonus, but I'd also then get magic, battle mages. Interesting. I think I'm just going to stick, though, with a straightforward soldier fighter for the time being. But battle mage would be pretty cool, too, if I were playing this separately. Or if I do.
My father was a foot soldier, you know. One day, he got trampled by the cavalry. And that was the end of his glorious military career. Okay, that was easier than I expected. Now, unfortunately, we'll have to stop...
Oh my god. I did not expect that.
I've always found it. There
Oops. Oops.
Finally.
I accidentally clicked and it skipped ahead.
I know, you've a million questions. But they'll have to wait. One of these keys will open your cell. When you get out, head left. I'll scout ahead.
Okay. Fair warning, if you accidentally click or try to click while you're in a conversation, it just cuts off the dialogue and immediately skips. So, yeah, I would have feedback about that. Maybe there's a way to change that. All right. Show active objectives, V. All right, the Great Escape. Mysterious Knight told me to find him deeper within the dungeon. So I like that you can just hit V and it temporarily shows your objective, but other than that, your screen is pretty much unobscured. Okay, I unlocked. Now we're opening. Can I take any? Oh, I just opened that gate right on top of this poor man, and he is like crushed by this gate. Okay, he's got mead, a broken arrow, broken wooden club, some linen pants, and a leather hood. Bandages, Tauren red shields, leather armor, leather boots. I don't know what this orange arrow means. Does that mean it's an upgrade for me? Because I'm naked, so I think everything is an upgrade for me, right? Except apparently the broken arrow, which is useless. We're gonna take all. Oh my goodness. Just strips him bare. Hi. Oh, I'm sorry, you're dead, and I crushed you with the gate accidentally. I'm sorry, sir, and I took all of your things, and you're in a loincloth. It's so embarrassing, it's so humiliating. Oh, cool. So the detailing is pretty good. Again, I am on ultra settings, so I love this fog on the ground. That's pretty neat. The fire looks great. The torches here, this fire movement of the fire looks amazing. Okay. Open equipment. Yeah. So it didn't give, oh my, look at my dude. He is like bloodied, scarred, and torn to shreds. My God, what happened to you, man? Holy God, you look like you were flayed. Oh, wow. I can't zoom in though. But he is looking seriously rough. Damn. How long was I in that cell for? Okay. All right, so there's literally no hand holding. That's okay. A little tutorial would have been good. They have these little, they have They have these little marks on them. I guess that means that I have equipment perhaps that could go there. Like mead. Yes, that's what that means. Or you can autofill food. You have no items. Okay. Okay. Okay, so clicking out of that just takes me back. Right hand. My right hand. Broken wooden club. Great. Great. Is that equipped? Okay, so just clicking outside of the box gets you back to the loadout. Oh, but then I lost all of my... Oh. Oh. Okay, so this little white thing here denotes that this is the loadout I have selected, which currently all I have is a club. I thought I had a shield. No? I thought I picked up a shield, but I might not have. Okay. First of all, buddy, let's get you some shoes. We have these worn leather boots that have exactly 1 armor. I am stylish. You know, can I just run around in some cowboy boots and with my wooden club and a loincloth? Because you know that's what I want to do. All right. Let's give you some linen pants, buddy, so your junk is covered. There we go. There we go. Those are very practical. I know they're going to serve you well. Okay. Okay. Tauren red shields, leather armor. All right. 2 armor. So this is it's very old school. It's not like you're getting massive stats right off the bat. You're just getting like the bare minimum 1 + 1 + 2. 1 + 1 + 2 + 1 + 1 + 1. 1 + 2 + 1 + 1. All right. Bandages. All right, great. You know, I feel like I need bandages on more than just that section of me, but that's okay. Helmet, leather hood. Oh. Oh, man, I look freaking scary now. Jeez. Okay. I look really scary. Like I look like I'm going to go mug somebody, even though I just got out of a cell and I'm completely bloody. I look like a thug myself. I do not look heroic. That is for sure. All right. Bag. Oh, yeah, I have this broken arrow. That's useful. Oh, it's a crafting reagent. Okay. And a key. All right, so you can sort. That's always helpful, being able to sort. So we've got helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, greaves, boots. Those are your item types for armor. Then you have handcrafting and alchemy. And then you have quest items, I assume is what this would mean. Keys. All right, and one-handed weapons. Okay. Okay, cool. We've got that. Now quests. I have the Great Escape. Right, I've got to meet the knight. This is all. This looks like main quests, side quests, miscellaneous. All right, so they have slight differences. I'm assuming these will be used on the objective marker, which will probably appear at the top of the screen based on the screenshots I saw earlier in the video. All right, failed. Oh, okay. And then we have our character screen status. Optimal dash defines how many times you can dash in a row without penalties. Red death, you are sick and will soon die. There's no cure for the red death. Is that why I had all of those red scars all over my body? Interesting. I will soon die. Well, that's no good. All right, one-handed, 19. So this is like these are like my stats, my skills, like Final Fantasy. 19 one-handed, 13 two-handed, 10 unarmed, 16 blocking, 13 athletics. Endurance, 10 light armor, 10 medium, and 16 heavy, since I took that from infantry and soldier. Archer, evasion, okay, 10, 10, 10. These are all basic because I didn't really put anything into that. Same with spirituality and magic. Practicality, okay, alchemy, cooking, handcrafting, okay. Okay. Okay, attributes. Base stats, 1 for everything. Melee damage, max stamina, armor weight multiplier, max health, encumbrance, stamina regen, attack speed, noise, invisibility, range damage, spirituality, spell power, max mana, mana regeneration, practicality, crafting bonus, weak spot damage, stamina and mana cost, and price of goods sold. Plus 10%. Okay, perception, critical, sneak. I wonder if these are increased because I am playing on basically the easiest possible challenge level. I would have to create another character to know that for sure, though. It doesn't actually tell you exactly what's changed, but it is on the easiest level, and I chose that story mode option. So basically, I'm just going to, like, you know, breeze through the game. Okay, so I have 48 health, 36 mana, 43 stamina, 110 encumbrance, 5.1 armor, 99% armor weight multiplier. Critical damage. I bet this is probably what is increased right here when I'm playing easy mode. It's 150%, and I bet hard mode is only 50% or minus 150%, something like that. Melee damage, yeah, okay, this is what is increased. You know, all of this, I bet, because I'm on the super easy mode, is all increased to extremely high amounts. So that's how they're mitigating the challenge. They probably didn't adjust mobs or enemies at all, but they have made you extremely powerful. So it's like Baldur's Gate 3's Explorer mode, where you as the main character are very powerful, but you can still adjust the difficulty of the enemies, which is interesting. I mean, not in this game, but okay. That's everything here. Probably it's been about an hour. I'm actually going to take a little break. So I'm going to pause this video and stretch and get a drink. And then we'll come back and we'll pick up the game. Oops, I have to get out of this. All right, so let's pause and I'll be back shortly. All right, we are back. Let's continue on. Okay, walk, caps lock, sprint, shift, right, light attack, left mouse button, heavy attack, hold left mouse, block, hold right, heavy attack, light attack, okay, walk. Okay, so wait, I have to hold it down. Okay, it's a little awkward. Caps lock is a little awkward, I'm not gonna lie. I probably won't be doing that much. Sprint, shift. Okay, and hide weapon R. Okay. That looks like a dead guard. What's over here? Okay, nothing I can interact with over here. Interact. Lisa, 20, female, Little Grove, Red Death, Stage 3. Plague progression has stopped. After prolonged exposure to concentrated weirdness, the patient's body has undergone severe alterations. The mutations, however, may have halted the progression of the disease. Hold for observation. After 4 weeks, proceed with disposal. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier in the video, but this game, the only reason I heard about it or found out about it is from a YouTube video I saw by Mortismal Gaming. And he covers a lot of games in this fantasy vein. So shout out to him. Great channel. If you're not familiar with it, definitely check him out. Okay. Lisa is not looking well. So apparently this weirdness, aka the Red Death.
Do you see what a miracle I am? Healed. Healed. I am no longer sick.
Oh, honey, I think you are beyond sick. You're beyond that point. What happened to you?
The depths, filled with the weirdness. Oh, and a chamber. It was rather dreadful, I must admit. They left me here for some time. I can't quite remember. I felt everything within me turn inside out, then settle back into place once more. I thought I was dying, but now all is well. The worst is behind me.
I don't think that I can help her, but we're going to ask.
You don't need to help me. The Red Priests already did. They cured me. Thanks to them, I feel just fine now. I hope the same fate awaits you and you'll no longer suffer.
Sounds to me like these red priests...
Have a nice day, kind sir.
Sounds to me like these red priests are not benevolent. Helga, 73, male, Oro, Red Death Stage 1. Fevers brought on by the Red Death have left a lasting mark on the patient's mind. He is... it's a Helg. He is plagued by numerous visions. Mood changes occur from emotional indifference, to religious and ecstatic rapture, leading to foretelling doom. Observe. Okay. Apparently I can just unlock all of these doors. I do wish I had a torch, because it's very dark.
Drip, drip, drip. Do you hear it? Soon the king will return. I told the priests. They laughed, but they'll soon see for themselves. Drip, drip, drip. The storm is gathering.
So it doesn't seem to matter much whether they have stage 1 or stage 3. They all seem to be rather affected.
At last, the age of resurrections shall end, and then the once and future king will return. I cannot wait to behold his radiance, drip after drip. With each drop, it gets closer and closer.
You are free. Go.
None of us are free. We are all bound. All bound. And to go? No. I don't want to. I found my place to await the king. You can go if you want, but you won't get far. We are all bound. All bound.
All right.
Trip after trip. Closer and closer.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. That was exceptionally informative. I have no idea where I'm going, but we're just going to go and keep looking at these cells here. This tunnel is scheduled to be filled and secured. Stay clear and avoid tampering with it. Okay. So I do wish that I could just right-click or just left-click out of these. I wonder if I can right-click. No, but I have to hit escape. One thing I love about Cyberpunk is that you can just right-click to get out of any kind of menu or any... Is that a hole? Oh. Oh my gosh, I cannot see a darn thing. Can I go down here? I think I can, but I don't know how to... It looks like I can go down here. How do I crouch? Alt. No? What was the crouch button? Hold on. Controls. Walk, sprint, crouch. Toggle control. Oh, okay. Control. Aha. White button? What's a white button? Mushrooms. Look at this. I don't know if this is the way I'm supposed to go, but this is the way I'm going. I hope it doesn't take me into a bunch of monsters. Oh, 5 experience and I gained a sneak point. Hello? Anyone up here? Okay. Nobody's up here. I have to jump, I think. There we go. Wow. I have no idea if I was, you know, like supposed to do that. The lock seems to be broken. Okay. Oh, can I get over here? Can I just jump? What? Tap block right before the enemy's attack lands to execute a parry. A successful parry prevents all damage and drains a hefty amount of enemy stamina. Unless you have a shield in your offhand, parrying is unavailable when you have spells equipped. Okay. Okay. Most enemies have a stamina bar displayed beneath their health bar. When their stamina is fully drained, they enter a staggered state, becoming vulnerable to your attacks until stamina regenerates. Okay, but I don't even see any enemies. That was very interesting. All I wanted to do was jump over. Look at this. Oh, who's that? That's a red priest. Should we just go in and like kill him? How do I? Okay. Oh, he's coming. He's coming for me. No. Wow. Oh, wait a minute. Is this where I just was? Yes. Okay, so... so I could have avoided combat entirely just sneaking out, and I bet that this... Okay, controls dash alt. Okay, dash alt. Oh, that made me go backwards or forwards. So if I'm not even moving and I hit alt, I go backwards. If I'm W, I go forward. And I assume that if I move in a direction, yep. Okay. All right, I see why they chose alt now. I thought that seemed a little odd, but I guess the idea is you just move your thumb from the space bar to the alt key. Push. Hold right and then hit left. Oh, I see. Okay. Easy enough. Hello. Coin, dagger, bandages, cowl, pants, robe, boots. Take all. I love how it just strips everybody naked. That is awesome. Okay. So what do I have now? A white button restores 10 health over 10 seconds. Okay. I got a dagger. 25 to 32 damage. I kind of like my club, but the dagger technically does more damage, so let's do that. Oh, can I put something in both hands? I can. Wait, does that have any negative effect? I guess not. It doesn't seem like it does. Or what if I just have the club in my right hand? Okay, so that'll be my second loadout. Now, how do I unequip this? Okay, right click. All right, right clicking unequips that. This is a big dagger. This looks more like a short sword. All right, but we'll keep the dagger. I mean, I kind of like the club, but we'll use the dagger for now. I have the other loadout that I can select. Interesting that you can change your loadout 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this actually provides less armor than my leather hood, probably because it's clothing. The robes, same thing. Pants are exactly the same. And they look exactly the same, so no change there. All right. Okay. How do I hide my weapon? Use quick wheel. Q. Oh, I can change that way too. That's cool. So this allows me to eat, drink, or change my weapon, as well as mount, camp, some kind of book, and a spyglass, whatever that means. All right. How do I hide my weapon? Was it R? Yes. So I noticed that when I was back here, I was standing right here. Even though I was in eyesight of the guy, he didn't come at me until I unsheathed until I pulled out my club. So that's interesting. I'm not sure how close you need to be. Okay, amputation knife. Oh, good lord. And a brain? I don't want a brain. I don't need to take a brain, I don't think. Can I read any of this? Big glass bottle? No. Yeah, so very much getting like an Elder Scrolls feel. Definitely. Okay, so this is the cell. Oh, I could lockpick this if I wanted. Is that O or 0? Oh, I don't have a lockpick. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I'm not really sure what the purpose of that little tunnel was, but there we are. Oh, I didn't even look at any of these. Ninian, 28 male, Horns of the South Keeper, Red Death Stage 4, inflammation in various organs. Sounds like he has a serious case of gout. Maintain strict isolation protocols to prevent the spread of infection. Notify Captain Brendan if procedure fails. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that correctly. It looks very Gaelic. And subject dies. Patient is being transferred from his room to the laboratory for further examination. Please ensure the area remains undisturbed during the relocation process. Okay. Okay. A heart? I really can't see anything. 7 commandments. Do I have to take this? Or could I just... Oh, small health potion. Or we're going to take that for sure. There's something on the ground over here too. Note written in blood. To anyone who finds this note, you need to run before they start your treatment, and it makes you realize you need to gnaw your own legs off. I promise that you are not sick, and even if you are, they will not cure you. Save yourself as I did. I stole a small glass jar when they weren't looking, broke it into tiny shards, and swallowed them all. Oh my god. This is dark. It is dark. Soon I will be free. Yeah, no, thank you. I'm going to pass on your solution. Hence, there is what looks to be glass and a broken jar and a heart. I bet I can use that jar for alchemy. I don't know if I can use the heart for anything. I wonder if like, so, all right, so every time I come in here, I have new. Interesting. Oh, because of the knife? Is that why? Wait, does this knife... Okay, it does less damage. All right. Inventory. All right. So in my bag, recent items. Oh, I like how it sorts automatically recently found versus everything else. Oh my gosh, I can eat a heart. I can eat a heart and it will restore 5 health over 10 seconds and increase my stamina by 5 for 10 seconds. No. Daenerys in the horse barn. Restores 20 health. Okay. I'm not going to be eating a heart anytime soon, but good to know that if there's an emergency, I can eat a heart to heal myself. I am now completely lost as to where I came from. Okay, this was the hallway that I started in. I didn't look in any of the cells though. So what's this one say? Tunnel is scheduled to be filled. Okay, right. So this one, okay, that's where I came. That's that one I came out of. This is the one that was lockpicked that I couldn't lockpick. Let's see this one. Ethan, 16, male, Quanact. Again, I'm probably not pronouncing these words correctly. Red Death Stage 4. Though the body remains in relatively good condition despite the 4th stage of the plague, the patient's mind is in shambles. It seems that the mind is the first to die. I said that earlier. All of them, regardless of what stage they're in, seem to have, lost their marbles. We'll need to observe what happens next. Right. Hello. Pale. Oh, God. Oh, no. Ethan. Oh, Ethan, you are dead. I'm so sorry. R.I.P. All right, this is where I escaped because here's the guy that I stripped naked. What does it say about me? Aaron, age unknown, male, King's Road, Red Death Stage 2, severe skin lesions, as I noted. Visible on face and hands, further screening required, strict protective measures to be enforced. Must be enforced. Okay. I can see absolutely nothing. Wait a minute. Can I take a torch from the wall? I mean, that would be the smart thing to do, right? But no, it doesn't look like I can. All right, that guy told me to go left, I'm pretty sure. So, of course, I'm going to go the other way. Ooh. Oh. Oh, someone else is dead. Beautiful Liliana in the Chamber of Ecstasy. Oh, we've got some medieval porn. Sir Osbert could not wait any longer. He shut the door behind him and jammed the latch home. In a few determined strides, he approached Liliana, capturing her lithe waist in a strong embrace. Panting heavily with desire, he lifted her as if she weighed nothing and threw her on the bed. Oh, goodness, is this going to get really scandalous? Because this is on YouTube. He set about conquering her lips, neck, and cleavage with hungry kisses. Oh my God. I don't know if I can actually read this on YouTube. Liliana arched off the bed and moaned wantonly, which only spurred him on further. Sir Osbert tangled the fingers of his right hand in Liliana's golden locks, and with his left, he loosened the lacings of her bodice. After he finally managed to unlace it, his eyes were met with the rousing sight of Liliana's voluptuous body. Oh my God, I'm not sure if I can actually read the rest of this. Okay, he took her love apples. Wait, okay, hold on. I need to compose myself. Okay, I'm 46, not 16. He took her love apples into his hands, feeling them rise and fall with her quickening breath. He caressed them for a while, but soon his hands started wandering down her body to lift her skirt and petticoat. Oh my God. Liliana's lips tasted like the sweetest cherries. Sir Osbert couldn't help but cling to them as his fingers slipped between the alabaster columns of her legs. Liliana's knees spread invitingly, and without hesitation, almost as if they had a mind of their own. Oh my God, I'm not even sure if this is going to be allowed on YouTube. I might have to make this video 18+. Sir Osbert pushed down his pants and took out the weapon a man uses to lay love siege. He aimed his enormous battering ram at the opening of her gates and began the attack. No, Hugo, this is so funny. Oh my God, it's like the best, worst trope of a romance novel ever. That was funny. Okay, that was funny. So it says take, but actually all I did was read it, which is good to know. Okay, hold on. Oh, I have tears. I was not expecting that. I genuinely was not. Ale, I bet I can drink ale. Oh, red priest corpse, guard's key, coin, linen pants, red soldier. Okay, I don't think I need any more pants or armor. We'll take the key. Oh, I just took everything because I forgot that F is take all. Oh, he's got an arrow through his face. Oh my god. Okay, okay. All right, moving on, moving on. Cooking for the resistant. I can't even read. Liliana's article made me all flustered. Cooking for the Resistant Part 1. Simple recipes from simple ingredients. The author being Milred Auntie Frizzale. Not everyone has refined taste buds, and that's perfectly fine. I'm Auntie Milred here with simple recipes for those who prefer straightforward flavors. For moderate hunger, try Beggar's Fare, a staple for folks like you. Just boil groats and oats in bubbling water. Yes, it must bubble. Another option is mashed potatoes. Peel them thinly if you're handy with a knife, or skip peeling altogether. Boil for about 20 minutes. Drain. Please don't drink the water. Auntie. And mash with a touch of milk, but not too much. You want creamy, not watery. Simple, satisfying, and shame-free. I apologize if... Oh, new recipes unlocked. Mashed potatoes. Oh, cool. So that actually... Oh, fish soup. Let's take that. And some cups. All right. I don't know if I need cups, but we're gonna, you know... So, sorry if you didn't like my attempt at any kind of accent. I don't... What? Oh my goodness. Somebody drew a picture of Liliana. There's Liliana. My goodness, these guards were horny. They need to go to horny jail. Groats, oats, flour, and a lockpick. All right. Because, you know, lockpicks definitely go with groats, oats, and flour. A cooking pot. Oh, I bet I can make mashed potatoes. Use random ingredients. Generates the best combination based on your cooking proficiency. Sure. Oats, oats, and groats. Now I have to hold down the E button to craft. And I made undercooked food. So now we're going to try oats, groats, and groats. And I made some more undercooked food. Now I'm going to try groats, flour, and flour. And I made yet more undercooked food. Oh. I should have tried. Oh, I was on experimental. I should have looked at the top. Recipe is what I wanted. I thought I was going to make me some mashed potatoes. Darn it. And I just wasted all of my stuff. Oh, well. Okay. Wait, is there anything in this cabinet? Oh. Oh my gosh, this is exactly like lockpicking in the Elder Scrolls. Yes? But I don't know what I'm doing. Rotate the lock. But how do I know? Okay, I have to listen to the sound. A coin, small mana potion, and a rejuvenation potion. All right, we're going to take all. Is this a weapon rack? Okay, a broken wooden club. I already have that. Oh, potato, butter, poultry, and milk. Yes, I definitely want to do cooking in this game. I love cooking in video games. Is this like, can I go through here? Or is this just like a big water stain? Oh, there's an upstairs. Oh no, it's just a vault. Okay. All right. Is there a map? No. I'm lost. Okay, wait, can I go in here? What's this? No, that's just masonry that has fallen away from the wall. Okay, there's a door. This is just, again, more masonry that has fallen away from the wall. That was my cell. feel like I need graph paper to make my own map, which is kind of awesome, actually. I love those old SSI games, the gold box D&D games, where you could, where like as you moved, like the wizardry games also did this, like the old school dungeon crawlers, where like as you moved through, your map would open block by square and auto map. That is so cool. I wish more games did that. If anyone knows of like a modern-ish game that kind of has that old school dungeon crawler like type of vibe with that kind of an auto mapping system, like the old SSI games and those sorts, let me know in the comments. I know Legend of Grimrock, obviously. That one's been out for years. I did play that. And I saw more recently an indie title called Underkeep, which looked kind of like that, kind of cool, but it's only like in like alpha, I think. So I try not to play games that aren't actually released. Although the older I get and the amount of time that games take to be released, that is quickly changing. It is so dark. Guys, it's not, I'm sorry, it's not like, it's not me. It's just dark. Read the 7 commandments. First came the prophet, then came the word. The word is sacred. The Pope, his cardinals, and his priests receive the word. The word is the way. Oh, goodness, this reminds me of Catholic school. We are all brothers and sisters starving for the word. The word is sustenance. Together in holy suffering we walk the pilgrim's path. The word is our strength. We repent by facing the trial of the plague. The word is our cure. The priests clad in red guide us towards grace. The word is salvation. There are no other sanctities, only the prophet's word and the will of the red church. Do not doubt your faith and you will be rewarded. Y'all, I have so much I could say about this, but we'll just leave it for now. I went to Catholic school for 12 years of my life. Well, technically 18 years of my life, but 12 as formal schooling. And let me tell you, yeah. Can I do anything with this door? Can I like beat this door down? No. No. I wonder if there's something I can do in the full game. What about my club? What if I club the door? No. Okay, no. That's not going to work. All right, sheath weapon. All right, we've explored as much of this little area as possible. So let's go where I was told to go to begin with. Down to this man here. All right. Let's take your coin. I don't need anything else. Guard's key. Oh, that was the guard's key that I got. So we're going to have some wine. I'll take that. Some more wine. Some more wine. Cabbage and onions. Oops. Yeah, I want some cabbage and onions. Villager's shirt. Ragged dress. Ragged peasant's trousers. Okay, we're going to take all of that. Can I wear any of that? Does any of that do anything for me? Inventory. Okay, let's see. Villager's shirt, 0.5, dress. Okay, no. None of that does anything. Any trousers? No. Okay, that's all. Let's take a look at what else did we pick up here? We've got cabbage, restoring 1 health over 10 seconds. Hold on. Okay, potions. Small mana potion. Rejuvenation potion. Health potion. Fish soup. My undercooked food, which still has some benefits, but sucks, basically. Okay, cooking. Okay, so these things, I can either consume these. 1 health, though. That does nothing. So these are all cooking ingredients. Ooh, poultry. Yum. Wine. Ale. I mean, I could make myself a good old feast with all this. I have a guard's key. And what's this? Lockpicks and a jar. See, I pick up jars because I remember in other games that like sometimes you need a jar to like put your potions into. Ooh, venison, pork, beef. We're gonna cook. Oh, this looks like an important item. Let's take all. And read the letter. I like that it gives you the option to immediately read what you've picked up when it's important. My dear Airfear, I have finally arrived at the island asylum, that's where we're at apparently, and have received my preliminary medical examination. Father Vaughn said that my symptoms point to the very early stages of the Red Death, and that I did very well to come here of my own will. He promised to do everything in his power to help me, and to make our son, I write son, because I can feel the truth of that with each heartbeat, Airfear, is born healthy. I know you had doubts about me coming here, but I really am of good cheer. I will keep you up to date on my progress. I hope to see you soon. I love you and miss you very much. Forever yours, Katrin. Oh. P.S. I'm thinking of the name Llewellyn. How do you like it? Llewellyn. New quest, unforgettable. Ooh, so... Quest, what's that? Okay, it's a side quest. The husband of one of the Red Priest's victims must be wondering what happened to her. I don't remember seeing a Katrin in any of the cells, but we'll keep an eye out. More potatoes. We love potatoes. 15? Is that the difficulty? Like, is 15 means it's difficult, or it takes 15 lockpicks? Lockpicks left, 15. I think... no. I'm not really clear what... there was no tutorial for lockpicking, maybe because I just haven't gotten to that point yet, but I'm not really clear what I'm listening for. I just kind of am listening for noises and then seeing what happens. All right, milk, sure, we'll take some milk. Sure, I can use that. Salt, flour, yes. Moonshine, sure. Peppermint, sure. Sage, sure. I'm literally just kind of pointing my cursor in the dark. Is there, you know what, is there, I will say, hold on. Is there like a gamma option? I know that I'm probably supposed to have a torch, but it is very hard to see. There's probably not, because I feel like that could make a difference in the overall challenge of certain areas. Okay. I don't see one. It's fine. It is bright where it's supposed to be bright. Look, there's more herbs, onions, garlic. Yes, give me all the cooking items. I want to cook. I want to be the best cook. More potatoes in sacks. Okay. Oh, we got some more sage. Groats. We got more groats. More groats. Oh, a cracked shield. Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay. Okay, so that was helpful. I want to put a shield in my hand. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. Can I switch this out for something more? Yeah, like maybe like a health potion. Increases max health. All right, let's just put a health potion there. And maybe instead of white button, I put a mana potion. There we go. Autofill slots. Restores 108 health. Okay, so that's like if I want to rest and really like after a battle or something. Equipment. Bag. All right, so we've got sage, garlic, honey, peppermint, moonshine, salt, flour, an old letter, and some venison. I can't wait to learn more about what I'm cooking. Where was that room where I could cook in? Is that over here? There was a room that I could cook in. I want to go do some cooking. Where was it? It was down here, right? Yes, this was the fire. Put away my sword for a minute. Here, I want to try some cooking. Okay, let's go to recipes. All right, so I can make, what did I learn? What is this? Cabbage rolls. Cabbage rolls. Mashed potatoes and cabbage. An onion bun. Or beggar's fare. Onion bun, 60 health over 60 seconds and increases stamina regen, 72 health. Man, those cabbage rolls, man, they're the best. All right, let's craft. I made cabbage rolls. Yes, cabbage rolls +1. All right, let's make some mashed potatoes now. You created mashed potatoes. All right, let's try an onion bun. Is that what this is? An onion bun? Adjust quantities of ingredients, thereby increasing the percentage of the possible outcome. Expected outcome 54. Oh. Wait. Chance for worse or better? Oh, you increase your chance for better, but it decreases the expected outcome overall. We'll just go with the basics. I made my onion bun. All right, we're good. We're good. I did all the cooking I want for the time being. Let's go. Let's GTFO. Sprint. How do I sprint? That's dash. Oh, shift. Okay. I'm surprised that sprinting does not decrease my stamina. That is a little surprising. All right. The game autosaves every 10 minutes. I think that's what I chose. Autosave every 10 minutes. I see why now the default is every 3. I still feel like that's, well, but does it also autosave just like before you begin combat? Like, or is it only just every 3 minutes and that's it? I guess, oh, you can do every 1 minute. No. Let's just do, I'll leave it at 10. Oh my God. Holy shit. That literally scared the crap out of me. I'm not going to lie. Holy good Lord. Is that like a zombie? Undead. Spoiled meat. Yuck. All right. We'll just, what the hell do I want spoiled meat for? I don't think I want any of that. Guys, I'm not lying. That literally scared the ever-living crap out of me. And I'm not usually jump scared like that. Oh, there's some more undead. I wonder, can I, maybe my club, do my club. Come on. Now I'm going to smack your brain out. Hit your head. There. See, how do you like that? Smack your head like Negan with my baseball bat. Monster blood. I'll take that. I don't think I need any. I mean, I just wonder. So one thing I do wish is that if when you moused over these things in the take all screen, like if you could see what they did. Let's just see what does spoiled meat allow me. Is it like a crafting? Is it a crafting? Oh. Consumption leads to suffering. So these might be good for poisons. Yeah? Like alchemy? No. Common. Oh, there's a Q. Read more. Inflicts 2% of max health as damage. Yes, so they are poisons. Can I make poison out of them? All right, so it could be that it's useful to collect this, oh, he has a coin. That it's useful to collect these spoiled chunks of meat, because maybe I can poison people with them. Okay, okay. All right. Okay. Interact. Brother Ambrosia's body is being prepared for his funeral, which will take place in 1 week. Please await the arrival of the Red Shields to handle any remaining dangers. Do not enter, do not touch. I think Brother Ambrosius is dead. Oh, oh my gosh. I took this guy's clothes and now he's a dead corpse, naked. Wow. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh, God. Look, what? What is that? What is coming out? Oh, is that what the Red Death does? When it reaches its final stages, does it like pop out of your insides like the worm in Poltergeist when he drinks that tequila bottle? Oh my God. I bet that's what it does. I bet you know this is going to be like some Resident Evil shit. Okay, Medic's drill? Medic's saw? No, this just all looks like junk. Medic's measuring tool. I don't need any of that. I do wish that I could press a button to see what is in the room, but Devil's Snare? Is that like an herb? I think it's like something awful, probably. This is like some sort of tree-like cane. Oh, this place is really confusing and large. Okay, Red Priest's gauntlets, headdress and robe, boots, pants. Let's take all of that. Oh. Sorry. I'll take another jar because I might need a jar. I don't need any more basket? I don't need a basket. Heart. We can take the heart. We learned that hearts can be used. Autopsy report. Subject 17. I drilled a burr hole in the left temporal bone, revealing a skull filled with thick coagulated blood. After draining using Morgane's cut, I sawed through the cerebral falx, severed nerves, and the brainstem, then removed the brain. Its abnormal shape suggested internal swelling. Incisions were made in the venous sinuses, and the base of the skull was left intact. Geez, I feel like I need to study anatomy to read this. Finally, the brain was placed in alcohol and cedar oil for further study. What? I drilled a burr hole in the left temporal bone, revealing a skull filled with thick coagulated blood. Okay, so the brain had become mush. Draining that using Morgane's cut must be a method that the Red Priests use. I sawed through the cerebral falx, the skull, severed nerves and brainstem, then removed the brain, or what was left of it. Abnormal shape suggested internal swelling. Okay. Incisions were made in the venous sinuses, and the base of the skull was left intact. What? Okay, that's how he... Okay. Finally, the brain was placed in alcohol and cedar oil for further study. Is that a thing? Like, alcohol and fish oil? Sure, why not? Sage, a lot of sage in this place. I kind of like that though. Like, I kind of like the adherence to, look at that. Oh, wow, that's gnarly. Okay, so this is what happens to these zombies. They go from like regular to like fully brain mush. Oh, torture chair, that's lovely. That's the operating chair, I'm sure. Okay, wait, before I go further, so there was this area here. I don't know which way to go. All right. Oh, somebody's over here. Red Priest. You know what? I need... Hold on. We found... Okay, no, we don't need that. I feel like we got some armor. Red Priest's robe. I thought we got some armor, but maybe not. Ragged trousers. Bracers, that's what I was... Red Priest's Gauntlets, that's what I was looking for. And... well, those aren't any better than what we had, so... okay. Alright. Alright, alright. Well, there's another undead. I didn't really notice that clubbing them had any greater effect than slicing them, so... oh. Okay, a blood clot? Ew! Yuck! This is so gross. Okay. Is this the way out? I don't want to leave yet. Okay, I'm not going to open that door yet because I wanted to go back here. I wanted to go this way. Hold on. Okay. Room of Weirdness Remedies. Handle the afflicted with great care, for their suffering may one day become your own. Record every detail. The smallest note may determine life or death. Okay. Great. Perfect. Oh, more lockpicks required. Oh no, I have 15 lockpicks. Oh. Just don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I guess you just test it until it... okay, I'm still not exactly clear on how that works. And I didn't see any kind of tutorial for it, so... oh god. More brains, hearts, and everything else. A big glass bottle? No. Oh no. I'm not taking brains. I'm sure I can use them for something. I received 3 patients with mild Red Death symptoms and tested a new treatment using Weird Beast bone meal. Patient number 1 had typhoid, not Red Death. I burned the body. Patient number 2, by day 3, she acted erratically, scratching, pulling her hair, and screaming, "Oh no, is this the wife of the guy that we found the letter from earlier?" By day 5, she nearly broke free before her heart failed. Her autopsy may yield more insights. Patient number 3, little effect. The disease progresses at the usual pace, but his mind is clear. I'll continue observing. Conclusion: despite mixed results, I don't consider the treatment a failure. If adverse effects are reduced, this could be closer to a cure. Oh no. I feel like that one might have been the woman. There's nothing in here, though, other than the 2 brains. Okay. What's this? Oh god, who's in here? Weird Boar. Remember, after handling infected animals, all equipment should be soaked in alchemical cleaning solutions. Infected weird boars that reach the late stage should be euthanized to prevent further spread. Safety protocol violated. Entry is strictly forbidden. Alright. Well, we're going to go ahead. You know what that means. We're going to go ahead and enter. So they have... animals can be infected as well, not just humans. So this illness basically turns people into zombies, shambling undead, and that includes animals as well. So again, with like the Resident Evil thing, those creepy zombie dogs. I just really don't. I just don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with these. Like, I think I heard a little click, but I'm not sure. I might just be too deaf. God, another medic saw. No, I don't need any of that. More monster blood. Small health potion. Another disgusting diagram. Oh, is that like a pregnant something? Oh, God. Drowner tongue. Another brain. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Didn't that letter say that the wife was pregnant with their child? Is this what happened to her? No. Oh my God. Oh, big glass bottle, skull. Notes on weirdness, mutations. Oh no. Oh God. Mutational changes are not significant, although they span the internal organs. The heart enlarged to the size of 2 adult fists, increased pulmonary function, etc. Among the contents of the stomach are remains of undigested human flesh, probably belonging to the deceased, with visible bite marks on his arms. Okay. Mutation area overall, an amalgamation of human and porcine internal organs. Porcine? I will say the writing in this game is quite good. A 2-chambered stomach with significantly increased capacity. An unnatural tissue fusing the hooves with the body. The heads joined together in shape worse than any nightmare. Porcine? Hooves with body. Was that the hands right here? Is that like what the porcine? Is that like a lamb or like what kind of hoof is that? It's like a lamb or a goat. I'll have to look that word up. I honestly don't know what it means. Which is pretty rare that I come across a word I don't know. Oh, a boar. Wait, okay, a boar, because it talked about the boar. That must be what it is. That looks... I don't want to fall down there. I don't think I want to fall down there. Okay, that's another door. I really wish that this did have an auto map feature. I'm not gonna lie, because I am getting a little lost in here. We are approaching the 2-hour mark. Okay. First of all, I feel like I'm a little bright. Hold on one sec. While I adjust this. Just adjust my lighting a bit. Oh. I guess I was fine the way I was. Yeah, we'll just leave it. I feel like I'm very bright at the moment. Maybe if I just decrease that a tad. Okay. Sorry, I'm still getting used to... I don't generally do camera or this level of commentary, so I'm still getting used to how I just do everything with everything. Also, my second monitor has a different color mapping than my primary monitor, so it doesn't look exactly the same. All right, enough about that. What the heck? Okay, that was the operating room. This room has another door in it. And there was a door over here. Okay, so I bet that this room connects to the other room. Yes, I think so. Yep. That was it. Okay, so good. So that's explored. The lighting I will say is pretty good. Pretty good lighting, especially if coming out of that grate. That was cool. Okay, there's a crazy chapel in here. Can lockpick this. I legitimately just don't even know what I'm doing, but it seems to be working okay, so we're good. Father Vaughn's notes. Subject number 37. Oh, this is her. Katrin Guiscard. Sex female, age 22, constitution short, skinny, and 7 months pregnant. Oh gosh. Typical of the Red Death, pale red spots on the face, neck, and arms. Cause of death, childbirth. Okay, thank God she did not die as like a monster with her baby inside her. Exposure to the weirdness might have altered the woman's psyche, anger outbursts, and melancholia. As for, well, or she could have just been mad that you had her captive. As for physical alteration, the fetus seemed to be much more affected by the weirdness than the mother, as if it absorbed it all. After the first standard session, the fetus started to grow rapidly. After the second session, its mass had tripled. It needed to be extracted from the womb. Oh my God. The torso and head of the fetus were unnaturally overgrown, but its limbs were weak and flabby. Despite its monstrous appearance, it turned out to be of good viability. Oh no! Good viability for what? What are these horrible priests doing? More research on subject 38 to follow. The mother did not survive. You think? Okay, objective updated. Okay. So that was my quest here. The husband, okay, Katrin died in childbirth. Should I tell her husband the truth? Yeah, you probably should. He deserves closure. You know what? I should perhaps take these as proof for the husband. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This game, this is horrible. How do I get in here? Was there another way in? No. Okay, so it must be further up. I don't think I can go. That's just a masonry that fell. Okay. What's this? To Brother Sefton. Venerable Brother Sefton, I would like to remind you of what I have mentioned numerous times before, namely that the alchemical station should be cleaned after each use, especially when you are so careless with caustic and toxic substances. I also recommend that you refresh your elementary knowledge about the ingredients of a healing concoction. Those are alcohol and sage, not poisonous plants and hearts. If this kind of negligence continues, I will be forced to ask Father Vaughn to revoke your privilege to use the laboratory. May the word of the prophet be your grace, Brother Aaron. Ooh, I learned how to make mana and health potions. Unlock requires a laboratory key. Oh, but I can tell that there's a red priest in there. That was weird. It said red priest. So there must be a red priest in there somewhere. How did I even... That was very strange. Okay. I don't know if that was a bug or what, but it said red priest. Alright, now who the heck, what's going on up here? So somewhere I gotta find...
And alcohol. It's the simplest recipe. I can't believe I have to keep repeating myself.
You know how the young ones are. They dream of dissecting fort dwellers.
Before you build a castle, you must first know how to fling a shed together.
I agree. The fundamentals are essential. But the world is moving forward, and the young are eager to make their mark as quickly as possible.
Any novice who can't remember the recipe for a basic healing potion has no business near our patients.
Absolutely. It wouldn't be wise or beneficial to our patients. Brewing a simple healing potion doesn't require advanced training.
That must be Brother Sefton and Brother Aaron. Okay, there's the laboratory key. Oops, cool. I couldn't see them, but it sounded like they're down here somewhere. I don't see them in here. Oh, there's a guard. Okay. I will say this little area, I thought it was going to be, you know, just a small little section, but it's like a whole dungeon going on here. So that's interesting. Okay, before I go through here, I'm going to go to the laboratory. But you know what? It's been about another hour. I need to take a break, so I'm going to do that first. I've got to remember about that mute button. Okay, so I actually did not realize how late it had gotten. Time flies when you're having fun, as they say. I will admit that I was pretty skeptical about this game based on the website, the trailer, and the lack of information about the development studio, but it's quite fun so far. The first-person experience, at least thus far, has been fine. The game looks good, at least here in this little dungeon. It seems to have an interesting premise. It's kind of like zombies meets medieval. So that's cool. Everybody has this strange virus called the Red Death or the Weirdness. It is definitely dark. It's actually a bit darker than I anticipated, but it does have a strange sense of humor to it as well, as we saw with Lady Liliana. So I definitely am going to be doing a part 2 of this video where I'll pick up right here. I don't know how long the demo is, but if the rest of it is as enjoyable as this has been, I may consider doing a series, a blind playthrough of the game. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It could also just be a 2-off. We'll see. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this content, please give it a thumbs up. It will help tremendously with the algorithm on YouTube. And feel free to leave comments. I would love to hear your comments. I do read them. All I ask is that everybody be, you know, respectful and whatnot. Yeah, thanks for watching. And if you do like any of the other content on my channel, please consider subscribing so you can get updates. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon with part 2.